Afternoon all, it's 6:44 p.m. This is John from Veganism Kills. It's May 25th. Still under lockdown. And still not vegan. Okay, today I'd like to talk to you guys about the vegans are having a little joygasm since there was a New York opinion piece. Opinion. Big O. Zero. That it's the end of the meat industry, and some of the vegans were rejoicing. First of all, vegans, let's get our heads out of the clouds and take off the monoculars. In the whole world, there's only 8% of the people that are vegan or vegetarian all batched up together. 8%. Okay, out of that 8%, some of those people actually do consume some kind of animal product. So the number of being purely plant-based is even lower than 8%. Now, out of that 8%, every time you bring in 100 people in a year, 84 of those 100 people that went to veganism are going to quit. That's after the first year. Give it a longer term, the numbers are more like 95 to 99%. Now, I was thinking of going vegan because I wanted to lose some weight. Kind of change my health. There was nothing wrong with my health to begin with, but I thought maybe I could use to lose a few pounds. That would help. That'd help anybody. I'm 230 pounds. Now on an omni diet, I started cutting out the cakes and candies and all the sugar. Now I'm 225. Probably less than that as of today. The last time I weighed myself was a couple of days ago. Now, what I found that's really disturbing is that when I was going on to veganism, I said, let me research this, as I always do. It's just a habit that I have, coming from an analytical background, from Fortune 500 companies. No matter what it is, I was an information hound, an information witch, so to say. And I was very good at at my job. So I went and researched veganism. Then I noticed there was a whole bunch of ex-vegans, far outweighing the number of vegans on YouTube. So that was like, why would that happen? So I decided to talk to three of them, right? And they basically put it out there that we were vegans and we got sick. And they showed me what would happen to them. Kidney stones, muscle depletion, headaches, all kinds of sicknesses, kidney stones, thyroid problems, headaches. There was one girl on there who was just burst into tears that the headaches were so bad. Anemia. You could see you could see the before and after photos. They shared them with me. To great embarrassment to themselves. It takes a lot for people to admit they had a mistake. And they're out there pretty pissed off because a lot of them reached out to the vegan community, would convince them to go vegan. And then when after a couple years into it, they started getting sick. You know, they weren't the 84% that dropped off in their first year. These people really tried to stick to it. And some were 3 to 6 years into veganism. And they really started to get it. These are young people. They really started to get sick. And they reached out to the vegan community. I must be doing something wrong. You say veganism's good. Teach me. Show me what I'm doing wrong. They totally ignored them and abandoned them. And then I decided, well, I didn't believe that story 100%. Let me go ask a popular vegan couple saying they want to go vegan, and I asked them, I want to go vegan. Do you know how? But I'm worried about that I'll suffer vitamin deficiency. How can I replace that? You know, they didn't know, and they told me they're not about nutrition. They're about activism. So I asked them, so you guys are telling everybody to become a vegan, and you're not helping them with their dietary needs or their questions? So they had to actually go online and look it up, and then they answered me. I have that whole transcript, okay? They didn't even know that it takes a quarter of a carrot stick to make your vitamin A, but they also don't realize that vegetables have oxalates in it. I looked in it. Whatever minerals you're taking in from vegetables, it's highly likely that your body is not going to get those vitamins because they're just going to be carried out by the oxalates outside of the body. And the oxalates, after you build up enough oxalates, you get kidney stones. So basically, if you eat just a plant-based diet without any animal fat to help leach onto those vitamins from the plants, plus the vitamins from the meat that you consume to get that fat, as a vehicle to carry that into your, to use lipids to carry those vitamins actually into your tissue throughout your body, you're just, even if you take oxalates and you take a B12 supplement, it's near worthless. And this you can find out by just actually asking nutritionists. Not Vegan Gains, not Happy Healthy Vegan, not Hench Herbivore. None of them have any degrees, even freely. They have no degrees in any nutrition, a doctor, or anything. Even Dr. Greger, he's a fraud because he doesn't have a peer-reviewed paper in any medical journal that's been looked at by other doctors confirming it in his field. Okay, so basically, what Dr. Greger is forming quackery. Plus the fact that Dr. Greger takes money from people that are involved in the plant-based industry. Okay, and he gets money from them. He even gets, Dr. Greger actually gets money from Adam Schiff, who's also a vegan, and Adam Schiff's wife is also a vegan. And I'm sorry, I don't trust anything that Adam Schiff has to do with or is connected with, because the guy is a lying, sniveling thief. So there you go. These vegans that are attacking these ex-vegans, you should be ashamed of yourself, because these people originally reached out to you and you rejected them. You told them, you're not doing it right. Okay, maybe I'm not doing it right. Can you show me how to do it right? And even in those cases, they mimicked you guys who said you had no problem with veganism, and they still, and never helped them. So you guys are lying. There's no way, you guys, I won't be surprised if they catch you someplace in a restaurant like Raw Ruana eating fish, eggs, and stuff someplace. I wouldn't be surprised if Ed, who's been seen at a couple of steakhouses, pushing this industry. You guys, it's been found out that these vegan influencers are getting money from these vegan foundations like Vegan Invest, from Dr. PBN News, Plant-Based News. That's actually the person that runs that, Klaus. He's the son of a royal Saudi prince who's heavily invested in the vegan industry. So there you go. And I can prove all of this. This is very easy. You vegans are frauds. You're only 8% of the population. You're never going to get the other 92% of the population to go on a vegan diet, because the people that are on a vegan diet are getting sick. They're telling everybody. You guys are attacking them. Plus the numerous deaths of several children that were on the vegan diet. You're at a lost cause. And what's going to eventually it's going to happen to snap you into reality is when some of these ex-vegans say they followed your dietary advice, your quackery, and got sick, and they're going to end up suing you once some of them are smart enough to gather up the information that they need that you advised them. Now, if I would have went on the vegan diet and I talked to that vegan couple, and I would have gotten sick, I should be able to sue them. But I'm smart enough to do my own research and realize these guys are just activists trying to friggin' attach themselves, that are attached with the vegan processed food industry, and they're just trying to bring up sales. That's all they're trying to do. So be warned, people. Stay away from these vegan. These vegans, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't have degrees in nutritional sciences. They have nothing. They have nothing but thousands upon thousands of failed ex-vegans pissed off at them. That's why. The vegans have a social problem. That's why nobody likes them. That's why nobody invites them to dinner. That's why people refuse to socialize these people with their monocular think. They're always trying to promote a business that's making people sick. Burger King has reduced the price of the Impossible Burger because nobody's buying it. So I don't know what these vegans are talking about. Where, oh, the Impossible Whopper, oh, the Impossible meat sales are going through the roof. Yeah, because Burger King bought a whole shitload of product they can't sell. They reduced the price to get this friggin' thing to move because nobody's buying it anymore. After that, the sales are going down. It's just the fad. The fad's over. Like a fondue restaurant, they'll be out of business soon. All right, I'm out.